Right, today our focus is going to be on integration. So what integration means is that we have our learning can be either boxed up and we just do maths in maths class and we just do drama in drama class, or we can integrate our studies. And physical education integrates beautifully into a range of subject areas. So today we'll examine how these activities can be utilised, and we'll give you some ideas for your future teaching. So enjoy the ride and get active as we move through these integration activities. We have a little examine of the curriculum and think, how can we meet some of the curriculum outcomes in PE for other subject areas, so our integration again. So if the content descriptor says recognise number, name, numerals and quantities initially up to 5 and beyond, and the elaboration is matching numerals to the correct number of items, it doesn't need to be done in a classroom on a worksheet. This is an example of how that is done on a worksheet. So you'd match the colour in one pair in that box there, and then for this one, 2 fish is in the centre column, and then 3 cheetahs, so on. So you could be doing that, but that's a very sedentary activity. So instead of that, we might do an activity where students would have to throw the beanbag once, catch it, and then throw the beanbag twice, or they might have to go and collect 2 beanbags, 2 red beanbags, go and collect 3 green beanbags, 4 blue, or go and find the matching pile on the ground. So you're given the number 4 card and they have to run and put the card down where there's 4 balls or something, and then maybe at that station they have to do 4 of a particular action. You can link it to really common card games, like snap type games, but in a physical sense. So the world is your oyster with that. You can get as creative as you like and your students will love it. Our next integration activity also ties into the maths subject area, or the numeracy learning area. And Finska is a game that is usually played, you can play it on the beach, at the park, so some of your students may be familiar with it. It's usually played with timber blocks. But to make this accessible for you guys as future teachers, all you need to do is laminate some little cards with the numbers 1 to 20 written on them there is fine. So it actually works best even with numbers 1 to 12, so that students don't go over the number limit too quickly. So that would be a good modification to how I've got it set up here today. So with Finska Maths, the group would usually start at the far end of the basketball court in teams. And we would have organised them into those teams of 4 or 5, no more, so there's not a long waiting time. We would have organised them into those groups with a warm-up game. So in class we were going to play a game of switch, change, rotate, and then that group would have been your team for Finska Maths. So remember, we never allow students to choose their own teams. So we will be lined up down here, and on go, I have to run down, pick up without looking at the pile, pick up a number. I've got the number 5. I bring it back, place it on the ground here. Next person goes. I choose another number. Now I've got the number 6. So as a team, cooperative learning, my team is progressively adding our score up. So we're currently at 11. We have to try and get to a score of 50, or is right on 50. You yell out Finska 50. But if you go over, you have to take all your numbers back. And one person runs them back up, and we start the game again until you can get either right on 50 for a Finska 50, or get as close to the number 50 by the time the whistle goes at the end of the game.
Integration comes across all subjects. So a great book, Giraffes Can't Dance, is a great book for integration. It's about dance and it's about movement. It's about drama. I'm going to choose one page, guys, and this page is: the chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. So as a little brain break, or as movement, I could teach my students the chimp cha-cha. So with 1 foot forward and coming back, and then the other foot forward. There's a bit of maths there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Look at their body movement. Look at their opposite arm and leg swinging through. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. We're coming into the Scottish reel. All a Scottish reel is finding your partner and just skipping in one direction, hooking arms, changing arms, skipping in the opposite direction. I could do that with a count of 4. I could do the Scottish wheel with a count of 8. There's our basis for our music, our movement, and our drama. So giraffes can't dance. Maybe you've got a book at home that you could think about how you could integrate it into your foundations, into your grade 3, 4s, into your...
This activity is a fun movement game where we use the integration of the learning the alphabet, so finding the letters of the alphabet, and then also they need to be able to learn or read the words next to it. So that this might require some cooperation from younger students to be able to learn some of these words as they move around the room. And as far as setting this up, Joe and I usually have these stuck on with blue tack around the gym. So that takes just that little bit of organisation before your class to have these spread out around the gym. And then the students have to understand the order of the letters of the alphabet as well. So they need to know that if they're trying to find the letter M, that comes after G, so that it may be further around the gym wall from G. So there's some really good sequencing that comes from this task as well. So, and in Joe's beautiful demonstration, you will see how the activity works as far as the movement from point A to B. They have to move through the letters of their name. So you can have a look at this, screenshot it, pause it, look at the letters you need for your name, and you could do this around your lounge.
Spelling the word Joe, I'm looking at leaping. So I need to leap to where my O is. Okay, let's go. I found O. O is darting. So I'm going to dart now, and I need to dart until I've found my next letter, which might be an E. And when I run over and find my E, it is a backwards run. So I'm running backwards, I'm keeping my eyes over my shoulder, and I have just spelled the word Joe.
So integration is about looking at how we can integrate different aspects of the students' learning together. So a great way to integrate maths with the students' learning is through times tables basketball. What students have to do is, say for example, we are doing the 3 times tables. They will bounce on 1, bounce on 2, and shoot on 3. So that linking of the shot with the answer will hopefully prompt them to remember the answer when it comes time to do that. Let's have a look at it in action. Doesn't matter if they get the shot or not. 1, 2, 3. The shot goes up, and they don't need to say the word 3. They can just make that shot. 4, 5, 7, 8. You get the idea.